There were over 70 Germanic tribes: Frisians, Teutons, Swabi, Angles, Saxons. It is a long list, and many of the names on it are little known. But none of these tribes ever referred to themselves as Germanic. That name was coined by their arch-enemy, Julius Caesar. Although they settled in very different areas, the tribes were connected by their way of life. At first, all of the Germanic peoples were peasants, tending small plots of land. Their diet consisted mainly of bread made of mixed grain cereal and baked in a kind of pit oven. Sometimes vegetable soup was on the menu, but that was more the exception than the rule. The life of the Germanic peoples was simple and hard. They had no surplus of anything, only what they could glean from nature. In war and in daily life, religion played a central role in the lives of the Germanic peoples. Nature in any form was at the heart of their faith. Nature was sacred and provided the setting for countless sacred sites. Germanic stake or pole gods date back to the earliest times. They were simple wooden idols, carved from long branches with a fork at the base. They were found mainly in low-lying wetlands or in bogs. The names of these deities are lost forever, but some look strikingly human, such as these figures discovered at Brach in Schleswig-Holstein. The looting of slaves, tolls, land and food was commonplace. Individual clans often attacked each other, and often it was solely a matter of power and prestige.
Psst, seid leise.
Every member of the clan was bound to protect the lives and property of the other members, if necessary, by force.
Es waren die Albrechtsbrüder.
Die kommen bestimmt wieder. Vorher statten wir den Albrechts einen Besuch ab.
If a dispute arose with another village, it had to be arbitrated publicly. This was done at the Ting. The Ting meeting place was like an open-air courtroom. A truce, called the Ting Peace, operated during its sessions, and all parties had to abide by it. If an offence was against the community, the penalty was decided communally. The clashing of weapons meant approval of the judgment. A rumbling murmur meant dissent. With the tribal chief presiding, the sentence was carried out immediately. Those who had been cowardly in battle, betrayed their tribe, or broken sacrosanct traditions often got death. The Romans had long had a garrison in Provence. It was usually a peaceful place. Time passed slowly, but not on the 6th of October 105 BC. At first, the legionaries failed to grasp the peril they were in. As the enemy approached, the Romans thought them a handful of undisciplined tribesmen who posed no threat. Caesar described the ferocity of the ancient Germans. He held them to be undisciplined and impetuous in combat, chaotic in fact, and the complete opposite of his legionaries. But it was to be these wild, chaotic warriors who brought almost 120,000 Romans to their knees at Orange. It is said that 2 Roman generals were to blame for the defeat because they could not agree on which of them was in command. If this is true, two squabbling Roman armies went into battle against a united body of furious Germanic warriors. In combat, they were legendary. Swords were cult objects for the Germanic peoples. In their eyes, swords had magical powers. That is why they liked to capture their foes' weapons and take them back to their sacred sites. The Germanic tribesmen threw thousands of swords into bogs or lakes as a special sacrifice to their gods. When they faced the Romans, the Germanic tribesmen needed a lot of courageous men. The wars between the men from the Tiber and the barbarian Germans went on for centuries.